Hey, good evening, ballers. Today's podcast, we are going over a top 15 wide receiver rankings. A lot of fantasy mocks are taking place now, so we wanted to get out our wide receiver rankings to you guys. Make sure to check out our top 15 quarterbacks and running back rankings that are released on our platforms on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and our YouTube channel. We will have a top 15 tight end episode coming out next week, so be sure to tune into that. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube, Apple, and Spotify podcasts at Ball Bros Don't Lie.
As you see, my Jedi powers are far beyond yours.
All right, welcome in to another episode of the Ball Bros Don't Lie. Josh, my brother Tyler, my brother-in-law Tim. We have a good show for you today. We're doing our top 15 wide receiver rankings today. So we're gonna discuss that. That's going to be the main topic today. Is our top 15 wide receivers. We also got some news to go through, but the majority of the day is going to be our wide receiver rankings. So be sure to catch us on our YouTube channel, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and please subscribe to all of those platforms. And give us a rating on our Apple Podcasts. It helps. It actually helps. So, how are you guys?
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
And follow, depending on your platform.
Oh, that's true. How are you guys doing?
Fantastic.
I'm good.
Good?
It's Friday.
Friday.
I feel like I'm ready to debate.
Oh,
Oh, we're going to do that.
yeah, we're going to do that. Don't worry. We're going to get some quick news. The big news is the Steelers are signing Aaron Rodgers.
The big news?
Yeah.
Is it because he's just a Steeler and
No,
you're a Steelers fan?
That's the only news that's been happening right now. So,
It's big news because it moved DK Metcalf down in my rankings.
ooh.
Yeah, it is pretty big news, though, even though it is Steelers news.
I don't think I have a rank. Nope.
How do you feel, Josh? How do you feel about Aaron Rodgers being on your team?
You want my honest opinion, or you want me to yeah, cool, great?
I feel like he's going to be in your top 10 quarterbacks now.
He's not. I don't even think he sniffed it. No, I don't really care. I was in the camp of, well, let's just write it out with Mason and then throw Will Howard in there at the, some turning point of the season. But now it's Rodgers, so we'll see. I honestly don't care right now. I think we are in this quarterback purgatory of signing someone and then writing it out, see what happens, and then what do we do next season? It's like, oh, who's your quarterback? Who's your quarterback going to be? Are they going to draft someone? And then so I would just rather lose and just be in the top 10 of picks for the draft and just be done with it and get a franchise QB and not do this purgatory anymore. So
There's no guarantees there.
I
mean,
rather,
at least your team.
I'd rather have
least,
that than this.
No, you would not.
Yes,
because then your team would have drafted Josh Rosen and then
had
to draft Kyler the next year.
Yeah, whatever. Don't care.
But what you're describing is like Tyler's entire life as a Raiders fan, right? Like you've just got this couple of years here.
He's had a franchise quarterback. You had Derek Carr.
An arena football team franchise quarterback.
Ouch. So, it is what it is, and great. We'll see what happens. I was trying to Google when OTA starts and minicamp start, but they start at the same time for some teams and different teams. So they are in the start right now of OTAs. It goes to like the 12th, I want to say, was what I Googled. Um, Saquon Barkley is on the cover of Madden. So my fantasy team is cursed now. Just,
The Madden curse.
Madden curse is real. But I guess he has a double curse now because he was the player of the year and he's on the Madden cover. And like I guess that's like a double curse now because I think McCaffrey got that too. So I don't know. So
It is
whatever.
it is a pretty sick Madden cover, not gonna lie.
It is. It is. I 100% was like they're gonna recreate this on Madden, and they did. So, um, Anthony Richardson is missing minicamp due to his shoulder injury. Now, this wasn't like wasn't surprised, but I'm not shocked because he was injured last year with a shoulder injury, and he just couldn't play. And now he's not in minicamp with the shoulder, like not going to participate at all in minicamp. So
Yeah, Anthony Richardson shouldn't be on any fantasy team anyway. So
shouldn't I don't even know if he'll like play this year. So
I, I mean, it was either he's going to get injured now or sometime during the season.
yeah,
Hopefully, it's not too serious. I mean, if I'm a Colts fan, though, it's like, would I rather have Anthony Richardson or Daniel Jones? I mean, I think if I'm a Colts fan, I'm wanting to see what Riley Leonard looks like,
ooh yeah, that's right.
or fourth stringer Jason Bean.
Ooh yeah, I
interesting.
I think it's going to be it is Daniel Jones' job to lose right now. So we'll see.
Not hard. Not hard.
No,
All right, Josh, would you rather have Daniel Jones than Aaron Rodgers?
yeah, because he'll run the
That's
ball.
that's true.
Because I mean, in Arthur Smith offense, they'll just do like design run plays for him and like just go for it. Like screw it, why not?
Cam Newton's available.
No,
Oh,
so you
I
might
think
you might as well just bring back Russell Wilson or to go trade. I would rather have Jameis Winston right now. To be quite honest.
Yeah,
James Winston's nice.
And then J.K. Dobbins is possibly maybe signing with the Denver Broncos. He was having dinner with them to see what happens. So this
Like it.
that's interesting.
it
Yeah,
is
I like it.
interesting, and it also if they do sign him, then it's like, well, then now who's the running back in the backfield now? Who's getting the carries? Like, all
The
right,
answer is none.
it
None
makes
of them.
yeah, it makes RJ Harvey's rookie drafts if he signs there before we draft, it makes his stock a little go down a little bit because I have no idea.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins is. I like J.K. Dobbins. Even I had him last year. He was hurt for a few games last year, but he helped me out last year. So even though he's a risky pick as a flex running back too, um, when he's on the field, he does work. So I'm a fan of J.K. Dobbins going to Denver if he stays
Yeah,
healthy.
he was the RB23 last year. I mean,
Yeah, and he was
despite
hurt.
missing all those games, he missed
Yeah,
5 or 6 games.
yeah.
But he was good for fantasy for the most part last year, especially early in the season.
He definitely was, yeah. Well, all right, you guys ready to get into these rankings?
Let's
Let's
go.
do it. Let's get nuts.
All right. For number one overall for us is Jamar Chase.
I think that's just easy.
Enough said. It's enough said, really. What more can we say about the number one receiver in fantasy? And I think he was the number one receiver in the league with receptions and yards. Yep.
Yeah.
The league in targets, receptions, and touchdowns. Yak, 40 plus yak yards.
Yeah, he no, he had like I don't remember the stats I found, but Led the league in yards after catch and in 40-plus yard receptions. I think he had 8 40-plus yard receptions last year. Just a massive season.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow is going to be just a nasty duo this year. Yeah, Jamar Chase, he had last year 175 targets, 17 touchdowns.
Oh,
That's just for me.
massive.
Yeah, for me when I'm drafting, even though Jamar Chase is like a clear number one, when I draft, I definitely look at targets and how many targets they got, and 175 is ridiculous. He's number one.
Yeah, they're definitely.
He's number one by almost 100 fantasy points.
Yeah.
Like he had 90 more fantasy points than Justin Jefferson last year.
Yeah, just an easy first pick.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't argue with anyone that took him 101 in any draft. Like, you're getting the best player. You're getting the best player and the best receiver. So, but there is going to be probably some touchdown regression and maybe just a little regression in itself, because most of the time, if you are the number one receiver, running back, whatever, there's always regression. So, but he'll definitely be the top 3 receiver probably by the end of this season. So, moving on to number 2, it's Justin Jefferson. I have him at 3. Him and Tyler, you both have him at 2. I don't like. For me, it's really just between the top 3. For me, is Jamar, CeeDee Lamb, and Justin. Take your pick. It doesn't. There's really no. Like it's like pulling hairs, really. Like pick whoever you want to pick, and like you will be happy with it. And I would be happy with either 3 of these guys. So,
how do you feel with Justin Jefferson with the rookie quarterback?
That was also probably why I have him at 3. Is I thought about this in the shower, like when I was doing my get my best thinking in the shower. There is a slight a slight downgrade for him in JJ McCarthy, just because we haven't seen what he can do. We only saw a little bit during preseason. So, but if the Vikings have faith in JJ McCarthy this year, I would have faith in that too. So it could be a little shaky in the beginning, but I think towards the end of the season, he'll be up in there, the top 3.
Yeah, he's set up for success, right? He's got 2 fantastic receivers, a fantastic tight end, really good offensive line. If he fails, it's 100% on him. So take that for what it's worth. But I still feel really good about Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Who's the backup in Minnesota?
I think wide receiver 2 is Jordan Addison.
No, backup QB.
Oh, QB.
I wanted to say Jimmy Garoppolo, but I think he's on the Rams.
Oh, it's Sam Howell.
Oh.
Sam Howell. Nice.
Yeah, I take JJ McCarthy all day over Sam Howell.
Yeah.
Tyler, do you have anything?
No, Justin Jefferson. I like him. Nothing, little small knock against him was just with not a rookie quarterback, but just a first year quarterback. That's one thing I have against him. But I think Justin Jefferson, he's gonna get targets. JJ McCarthy's number one read. So I think Justin Jefferson is rightfully number 2.
I was just looking at the rankings, and there's 3 guys on here that all with LSU and all played, I think, at the same time. Or all the team at the same time. But
That's crazy.
Number 3 is Amon-Ra St. Brown. Tim, you have him at 3, and me and Tyler have him at 4. Why do you have him at 3? That's a big jump from where he was last season.
Yeah, so I mean, he was
What did he
he was
finish?
the
What did
wide
he
receiver
finish
three
last year?
last year.
Okay,
What's that?
but yeah, he was a wide receiver 3 last year.
Yeah, depended on scoring, but uh, like I have a lot of faith in him. I mean, fantasy finished his last three seasons, right? Third overall, or third receiver, eighth receiver. Um, his targets dipped a little bit last year, but again, that Lions offense, you always want a piece of it. Uh, I think the biggest threat this year's, if I think people are predicting a Jameson Williams breakout, and if that does happen, maybe the targets go down a little bit, but he's just a super reliable pass catcher. You know, I think 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns is something you probably can expect at a
Yeah.
minimum uh, for for his season this year. So
There was also a report that came out probably like 3 or 4 days ago, saying that he went under a knee surgery after last season.
Yeah, he would. He did some. I think he did like a cleanup in his knee.
So
Was it?
what exactly is a cleanup?
It
Tyler, have you had a cleanup?
I've no,
I
I
just
just
had a
I
new.
just take I just take peptides,
It,
something.
yeah. What they do is they just clean up the scar tissue in his knee. So it's just a buildup of scar tissue in his knee. I'm sure, but it usually when they say it's a cleanup, it's nothing serious. It's just it's just cleanup. It's nothing like they're not repairing anything. They're not like restructuring his knee. It's just all cleanup. So,
Yeah,
uh,
so I'm not terribly worried about that.
yeah,
Hopefully.
yeah. The only reason I think I had him at 4 was because of the losing Ben Johnson. So
Mm.
we don't know I don't know who the offensive coordinator is. I'm assuming it's someone that studied under Ben Johnson or whatever position coach he is. And then the fact that they lost one of their starting center, he
Oh,
retired.
Frank
Yeah.
Ragnow. Yeah.
So but they do have a center that's been practicing with Jared. But that's where I have my concerns, um, and also with Jameson um, breakout. So that's what everyone's hoping for. So
Yeah, I like Amon-Ra St. Brown just because he's heavy on targets. 141 last year, 12 tugs. He's definitely Jared Goff's favorite target. I feel like, and I think he missed a couple games last year. Um, but I also remember that Netflix show that they did on him on Amon Ra,
yeah,
and he was sick. Or there's a couple games where,
he was like hurt.
yeah, he was hurt, couldn't go
Oh,
on there,
interesting.
but still dropped a lot of points on fantasy. So
Yeah,
I think Amon Ra is just a good consistent receiver, especially for fantasy. Great wide receiver one, and on a great offense. I it's always better to have like that. It's always great to have that wide receiver one on a great offense. Definitely helps.
all right. On to number 4, CD Lamb. Um, Me and Tyler have them at 1 and 3. Tim, you have the biggest gap between me and Tyler is 5. Um, I would say explain yourself.
Yeah, CD's fantastic, right? Missed a couple games last year. I think that's the case with half of this list, right? Like missed 2 to 5 games. Um, I'm just a little worried about
Are you
the
worried
Dak
that?
situation.
Yeah. Are you also worried that George Pickens is there? He's going to take something away from it too.
Not terribly. I mean, I think George Pickens probably helps more than anything, take some attention away, especially on the deep ball, right? Like both those guys have incredible deep catchability. Um, but like Pickens hasn't really been a big target monster, even in Pittsburgh when he was kind of the only guy.
Yeah.
Pickens is also a guarantee to miss like 2, 3 games,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, you can't deny CD's talent. Wide receiver 8 last year. Only had 4 touchdowns last year, which I think was another thing that I keyed on there when making my ranking. That's generally down for him. I mean, well, it's kind of his career average, right? Had 12 touchdowns in 2023 and 9 in 22. So down a little bit. So, I mean, maybe there's some more touchdown potential there. Um, but I mean, overall wide receiver one in 2023, incredible year. So that's definitely possible. Um, but I'm comfortable with him at 5. Uh, like I don't have him in my top 3, but it's totally possible for him to be the number one overall receiver.
Yeah. He's being drafted 105 right now. So,
Yeah, not gonna lie, I kind of like the George Pickens move to Cowboys. I think it kind of just puts a new little flair to their offense, and CD can benefit from that for sure.
yeah. I honestly think it'll help him. Like at the end of the day, it's like you can CD. He did play a lot of slot in the slot at Oklahoma, and I think they can. If I don't know about this, their head coach, um, how they're going to use him, but if they can slide him into that slot position, he's definitely be a good PPR, like yaks and just possessions, which will help. But yeah, he only had 6 touchdowns last year, and he was hurt. Well, when Dak got hurt, his uh, production went down, and he got hurt. So it was a mix of a bunch of injuries for that team. So
152 targets though.
yeah, that's not
Yeah,
great.
can't argue with that.
Yeah. So all right, on to number 5 is the rookie breakout that he had last year, Brian Thomas Jr. I have him at 7. Tyler, you have him at 8. Tim, you got him at 6. You are the highest. I mean,
Yeah, I found myself really pretty high on all of last year's rookie receiver class was pretty darn good.
yeah,
Yeah.
And Brian Thomas Jr. looked like the best of them. He's just super solid. I think the biggest concern I've got is obviously Jacksonville is going to need to feed Travis Hunter a little bit because of how much they gave up to trade up and get him, and the fact that they're saying, he's a part-time DB but a full-time receiver. They're gonna have to make sure to justify the price that they paid to get him.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. They moved up to get him.
yeah. So,
Yeah,
but Brian Thomas Jr., he's he's just super solid, right? At all levels of the field. 87 receptions and how many touchdowns did he have?
Yeah, 10
10?
touchdowns. Yeah.
Nice. So, yeah, the talent is there. I'm a big fan of Brian Thomas. I could be a little biased here in my ranking, but I don't. It's definitely possible.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Brian Thomas, I was sold on him last year. I had him in a couple of my leagues, and I was very happy with him in my lineup. Um, I actually had quite a bit of trade offers last year for Brian Thomas. So if he's in your dynasty league, that's even better. But I'm sold on Brian Thomas. I'm definitely targeting him this year. Last year he had 133 targets, which is I feel like a lot for a rookie. Besides Malik Neighbors who had 170, but that was a New York Giants thing. So, but the only thing I really have about Brian Thomas is Trevor Lawrence as the quarterback. Not the greatest, but he made it work last year with Trevor Lawrence. So I think Brian Thomas is a solid wide receiver one.
When Trevor Lawrence played, with him, he was only in the top 20. Well, sorry, he was in the top 10 three times with Trevor Lawrence, and then after that, he wasn't. He didn't get back into the top 20 until week 13. And that was with Mac Jones, and then it was top 20, then top 10 through the rest of those 6 weeks. So my little concern is with Trevor Lawrence, but if the talent is there, I think he can prove it going forward. So, and especially another year with Trevor Lawrence, maybe they picked up more time together, just throwing the ball to him and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I like him. I wish I had him.
Yeah, me too.
I had him because he was fun to watch. I forget what game it was that he just totally like, I don't know what game it was. He just made someone look stupid, and it was just like, jeez. Just his full body control of catching the ball in the end zone is just ridiculous. So
Yeah, last year he was number 4 in PPR, and number 4 again in half PPR. So
yeah,
as a rookie, he's
really good.
I think I think he can be a top 5 again.
Yeah, there's just consistency there for him, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just consistently good.
And the targets are there because it's just him and
Yeah.
Trevor Hunter, and I don't know who else they're going to throw to.
Yeah, last year after the bye week, at week 12, he was averaging more than 10 targets after week 12. Before week 12, he was averaging like there's 4, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 7 targets. So the first half of the season, he was still putting up numbers. But in that second half of the season after the bye week, he was top 10 receiver at all 8 weeks.
Yeah, he went bananas after week 12.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he'll be the because they do have a new head coach from the offensive coordinator from maybe he'll be the Mike Evans role. So, forget his name.
Liam Cohen.
Yeah, I really hope he is the Mike Evans role, because if he is, then you might as well just lock him in the top 10 receivers. So, all right, moving on to his teammate from Louisville, LSU. Sorry, Malik Neighbors.
So ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Tim, you have him the highest. You have him at 4. I have him at 8, and Tyler, you have him at 9.
So tough.
Ooh, you're really high on him.
Yeah.
Is it because they have Jameis Winston, the
Or
Giants,
Jackson Dart.
or Jackson Dart?
Or Russell Wilson.
Yeah, or Danucci. Hey,
No, Danucci's gone. But
no,
Tommy
Tommy
DeVito.
DeVito, that's right.
Tommy. I have him super high because number one,
Super
I
talented.
still think he's more talented than Brian Thomas Jr., and I think a lot of Brian Thomas Jr. Number two, between the three of Jackson Dart, Russell Wilson, and Jameis Winston,
Yeah.
it's going to be significantly better than last year at the quarterback position. Well, maybe not significantly,
Well,
but he'll have a better chance.
I mean, who is their quarterback?
Not worse.
Not worse. So, yeah.
Daniel Jones, and then
I mean, even with Daniel, even Malik, even with Daniel Jones, the first week wasn't great. Then week 3 through 4, he was 3, 5, and 6 as a receiver. So
yeah, on 18, 12, and 15 targets. Which is crazy.
great.
I mean, another guy with over 170 targets. The Giants did nothing to address the wide receiver position at all. Their
No.
tight end is Theo Johnson, who, you know, we'll see, but literally is the only thing they have going on offense right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see him north of 180 targets this year, as long as he stays healthy. uh, but super talented, has potentially better pass catchers um, throwing to him this year. So I'm really high on Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, I really want to be high on Malik Neighbors. Um, I just don't know yet. I just don't know. I feel like with the quarterback situation, do you know? Do we know who's going to be the starting quarterback or
I honestly believe it'll be
the
Jackson.
reports?
I think it'll be Jackson Dart.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't. I mean, they traded back up to go get him. If you really want, like, and this is like, I don't I don't think I don't think they will not start Dart. If they don't, then it's going to be Russell for maybe a handful of games, and then they'll go to Dart. But if it is Dart, then like you have to just assume it's Dart because I don't believe a team that goes back up in the draft and literally this is who Dayball wanted. This is who he wanted to draft. This is his guy. So, and if so, that's how I think because there's no other way that they're gonna just all right, Russell, go play and win us some games. And Russell doesn't have it anymore. And then
I mean, that's what Pittsburgh tried to do.
yeah, exactly. So and then I mean, if Jameis does play, I mean, Malik was going to have a bazillion targets just thrown.
Oh my gosh.
So it will be it's going to be great.
I cannot wait. We got to see that once this
I
year.
really hope we see that just because. So.
And then after week 4, he wasn't in the top 10 until week 15.
Yeah.
So I don't know. His targets were there. He was getting the ball thrown by Tank.
Yeah, his targets were there, but he just wasn't getting the yardage and or the touchdown.
Yeah. I want to be
week 17. Week 17, 7 catches for 171 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Jeez. He had 50 points and he was wide receiver 2.
That was when Drew Lock was their quarterback. They won that game.
Was Jamar Chase receiver number 1? Dropping 60.
Oh, yeah, he did have some. That was a crazy week.
That was I forget what week that was, but yeah.
So he got banged up in week 4.
Yeah.
Missed 2 games, and then I think tried to come back. I don't think he was 100% healthy in weeks 7 through 10. Went into the bye week, and then started to pick up again in week 13. So there is some worry about injury risk, but we'll see. I don't know what his injury story was back at LSU, but dude's awesome.
Injury risk and just being on the New York Giants.
I think that.
My hamstring.
My hamstring.
I can't play, coach.
All right, moving on to number 7 is JSN.
This is our first one that we're kind of all over the place.
Yeah, I don't have him. I don't have him ranked. He's an honorable mention for me. Tyler, you have him at 5. Wow. Tim, you have him at 9. Tyler, you are the highest on him. So,
Tim, did you change your ranking?
Huh? I did change it. I changed it about 2 hours ago.
I was about to say I don't remember having Tim on so low.
Yeah, I had him higher.
Yeah, you had him at like 6.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. I think the problem, same thing with like Malik Neighbors, Jason. I mean, Sam Darnold's there. That's not a terrible situation for JSN. But new quarterback.
Yep.
Backup is Jalen Monroe. Kind of a weak running game. I know I traded this person to Tim, but with Kenneth Walker, it's not. It's okay. It's okay. It's an okay offense here. Last year, the team was sixth or seventh in passing attempts and sixth in passing yards. And I think with DK Metcalf gone, Jason as receiver number one, I think that's going to be big moves for him. I think Jason's going to be kind of like the breakout receiver this year.
Yeah, I completely agree. And it's all about opportunity, right? Tyler Lockett's gone, DK's gone.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp is not what he used to be, but he will still attract a ton of attention.
Yep, exactly.
From defenses. And I think for the flashes that we saw from JSN last year, especially towards the end of the season, were really nice. I don't know, I don't know that Sam Darnold is too much of an upgrade over Geno Smith, but like you said, the offense likes to pass the ball. They're going to pass it to JSN, and he's going to be the recipient of some big weeks. So 137 targets last year. I would expect that to go up, right? 137 targets with DK and Tyler Lockett still on the team.
Yeah. I definitely agree. I think Jason's gonna have a breakout year this year.
The reason I don't have him ranked is because Sam Darnold. It has nothing to do with. I mean, he is the one there. I do expect him to get a lot of targets, but I just don't. Was this a fluke of a season for Sam Darnold last year and with the Vikings? And that says a lot to Kevin O'Connell and teaching quarterbacks. And then if he comes to Seattle, is this going to be the same thing, or is this going to be a regression for it? But he is the one in this offense. That's really all I got, really. So I saw it last year. I know how good he is. I do think he can be in this top 10 here. I just don't know how much are they going to throw the ball? That's my concern. So
a lot, because that running back field is.
I don't think you know what type of offense they're going to run. That they want to run the ball.
I don't know.
Seattle wants to run the ball.
I hope not, because I just traded away their number one receiver.
You can speak that into existence of just throw the ball. So,
I mean, I'm a big Zach Charbonnet fan too. I actually think he's a better runner than Kenneth Walker. But like similar thing to Travis Hunter and the Jags, Seattle's going to have to defend their paying
QB. Yeah.
You know, a guy who bounced around the league because he flamed out as a rookie with the poverty franchise that is the New York Jets, had a great season in Minnesota, right? Who we're now finding also made Kirk Cousins look really good. So it remains to be seen. I mean, he looked a lot better, but I just don't know how much Sam Darnold isn't the Sam Darnold of the past.
Yeah, agreed. And we'll see. So, all right. Next up is number 8, Ladd McConkey. Tyler, you got him at 7. Me and Tim both have him at 12.
Tim, did you drop him too?
I did.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I get cold feet.
Cold feet.
God.
Well, go ahead, Tyler. You are the highest on him, so it's 2 in a row.
Ladd McConkey, 112 targets last year, 7 tugs. I honestly feel like this year he's gonna be legit wide receiver 1. Definitely a legit wide receiver that can hit top 10. I just think him and the Justin Herbert connection is it's just fantastic. I really like how McConkey is just heavy targets for Justin Herbert. And I feel like on that team with Justin Herbert, there's not a lot of help this year in the receiving core. Trey Harris, Quentin Johnson. I think the second best catcher is Tyler Conklin, the tight end.
And Mike Williams, don't forget that.
Yeah, and Mike Williams. So,
Yeah.
so I think Lamb McConkey is going to be a legit wide receiver one in fantasy this year. Last year being number 13 as a rookie.
I think he'll be a top 12 receiver most probably every week. Um, if Harbaugh lets Justin throw the ball more, I definitely think Ladd's going to be that guy. So I like him.
Yeah.
I hope this stays true because he is a great receiver to watch. He's just a tough dude, especially when he catches it, just goes for runs for his yards. He's just a tough dude. So
Yeah, there was a span of 5 games where he didn't have a touchdown.
yeah,
So I think the only really real concern here is just are they going to run the ball to Najee for a touchdown when they get close to in the red zone. So I think that's the only big concern I have with that McConkey.
yeah, that's also my concern too. Is the run game? They drafted Omari Hampton in the first round. They signed Najee free agency, so you have two of the same type of running backs to run the ball. And that's all they did last season was run the ball in the beginning. They didn't let Justin throw the ball that much.
J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, so I just hope it stays true with Ladd. So, Tim, do you have anything?
So I have Ladd McConkey in Dynasty and the proud owner. The thing that flashed into my head this afternoon was because I had him in fantasy, I was kind of tuning in on Sunday Ticket to Chargers games.
Yeah.
And I feel like every time I flipped over, it was like, oh, Ladd McConkey's in the medical tent. And while he didn't necessarily miss games, he missed chunks of games for what feels like it was fairly frequent. And I probably over penalized him in our rankings here because you're right. Like he's easily the passing game focal point.
Yeah. He did
to the degree that a run first team will have a passing game focal point. But he's super good. He's super consistent and he just gets open. Like he's just open all the time.
Yeah.
And I do think Josh, or actually maybe it was Tyler, but that touchdown upside is definitely there too.
He only missed like one game, and then the other 2 games he got hurt during those games. So I know what you're talking about. I did check in sometimes when like watching Chargers games, like where's Ladd? I'm like, oh, he's in the medical. Yeah. Well, he's fine, but he comes back. So yeah,
Another cool thing about Ladd McConkey is yards per catch. Each game, he's damn near in double digits, 13, 14, 13, 18, 12, 26, 20, 13, 14. So he's definitely a big chunk receiver.
Yeah. And he's also getting the targets too. Like towards the end of the season, for like the back half from 11 on, he was 9, 6, 12, 7, 6, 10, and 8 targets.
Oh, that.
How many passing? What percentage is that? Right? Like how many passing attempts did Justin Herbert have?
But yeah,
I should know. I have him in Dynasty. Herbert at least. So pass attempts. Yeah, I mean 30 or so. Week 13 only 23. But I mean, I think the litmus test for passing attempts is 30 or 32, right? And so I mean, he surpassed that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So half the season last year, he had 32 or more passing attempts, which I do think bodes well. Although, again, with Harbaugh, you never know, and especially because they invested so heavily in their backfield,
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot of carries.
Yeah.
Or they heavily invest in their running back game that they're going to pass more.
That could be it. Maybe it opens up the passing game more.
Maybe it opens up the passing game. Those play actions. All right. Number 9, Drake London. I have him at 9, 10. Tim, you have him at 7. Tyler, you have him at 10. It's pretty close in rankings here.
I could just never get behind Drake London for some reason.
So I understand where you're coming from because I did have him in a few leagues before he had this little like mini kind of breakout. The burn feels real, and it's just like there's something about him that I don't know what it is. I know he's good. He looks the part. He is the part, but there's just something missing.
Bijan Robinson on the team.
He has what?
There's Bijan Robinson on the team,
and he hasn't had like a consistent quarterback.
Yeah, I can never get behind Drake London.
But you think about the quarterback history there, right? Like they had Marcus Mariota,
Oof.
and then they had Desmond Ridder.
Oof. Woof.
And then who was there? Because this is all post Matt Ryan, right?
Yeah.
And then Kirk Cousins was not great last year. He was supposed to be like the best they'd had since Matt Ryan. Wasn't the case. What did Penix play the last 3 games, I think?
Yeah.
Yep.
Penix started. And the two of the higher target rates of the season for Drake London, right? 13 targets in week 17, 18 targets in week 18. He went 10 for 187 and 2 touchdowns.
And they lost that game.
Well, that's why they
those,
tripled up on pass rushers.
Yeah, those 2 games, those 2 last games, week 17 and 18, they both lost. And he had 13 and 18 targets.
Yeah, someone in the live stream also agreeing that Drake London is overrated.
It's hard to not feel that way.
Yeah.
I feel like if Drake London's your number 1 receiver.
Well, that's the thing. Like, my question is, would you be okay? Let's say so he's going to 203. So he's going to be at the back end of the second round. Would you be okay taking him as your number 1?
No.
So you'd be you'd be passing.
Yeah. In this mock draft, I did a mock draft earlier today, and I was the 13th team. Jeez, I didn't know I did 13. But I had him at the turn. I picked Drake London and Ashton Jaunty. But if I wasn't at the turn and Malik Neighbors went before him, and then Nico Collins and Brian Thomas went after him, I think I would go Brian Thomas before Drake London. And if I did have the opportunity to pick a running back, RB1, besides Drake London, I think I'd pick an RB1 of Derrick Henry or Ashton Jaunty before Drake London.
Yeah, I'd have a hard time taking Drake London in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, he's just he's a great receiver. I just can't get behind it. Even though last year he was wide receiver 5, which I feel like is crazy.
But it's the first year of his career that he's had like respectable quarterback play, right? And it's reflected in his target numbers. Almost 160 targets last year, only 110 and 117 the year before, despite being the wide receiver 1. It just kind of shows, again, like 2023, 2 touchdowns on 110 targets. That's just horrible.
Yeah. The only thing you can really kind of go off of is those last 3 games with Michael Penix targeting him. maybe the new rookie quarterback can bring some pip in his step. Maybe Pippin all the way to the touchdown, huh?
Maybe. Oh man.
Appreciate you guys laughing at
Oh,
Yes.
this episode.
Yes.
That's
we
right.
We are laughing at you.
That's
Just
for
let-
you, we.
Just letting the audience know, we had our podcast manager text us saying that they need to laugh at my jokes more. So just thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Doing the best we can. It's hard work.
All right, moving on to number 10. Nico Collins. Tyler has him honorable mention. I have him at 6. Tim, you have him at 10. So yeah. Who wants to go first?
Defend your choice, Josh.
Defend my choice? Okay.
Yes.
Let me go to my ranking. Why I have him there. Well, the reason I have him there is because he is Nico Collins. I do understand that their last season wasn't great for the Texans. I get it. I understand it. It's a lot of bad quarterback play. Now, I do think, and he did miss a stretch there. He missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. He did get hurt. So there is an injury risk there from him. But this dude he's very consistent. He is the one on this team. He gets all the targets that you can think of. But I mean, it was a bad stretch at the end of the season. So I still think he's the dude. I would be happy with him as my one. If I was drafting, he's going at the turn. It's 110. So I like him. He just reminds me of it's dumb, but he reminds me of Heinz Ward. He's a tough. He went to Michigan. I watched him play at Michigan, and I'm not a Michigan fan, but I watching him play. He's big. He's strong. He goes after it, and even when he catches the ball, he just wants to run someone over. So I like him a lot.
I had Nico Collins,
and even before he had his little breakout, I was hesitant about him a lot too.
Oh yeah,
I just didn't see it yet until he got CJ, and then it's like, oh, I see it now. So
yeah, I had him in a league last year. Turned down a bunch of trade offers through the first half of the season because what was he? I think it was the wide receiver 3 or 4 up until he got injured in week 5 or 6.
Yep.
But put up a ton of numbers.
Yeah.
And still, despite the injury, still wide receiver 22 last year, and did all that on less than 100 targets last year. Right, 99 targets.
wow.
I would fully expect that to go up. Right, Stephon Diggs is gone. Tank Dell's
not.
Who knows?
And they have two rookie receivers starting.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about Christian Kirk coming in and taking a ton of targets away.
I'm not concerned about Christian Kirk making it.
Don't talk about my boy like that.
Hey, no, there's no way that he'd make it. Sorry. Can't.
What?
Even when they signed him, I'm like, that's a horrible signing. But I know you need depth at your receiver position because you have 2 rookies who you don't know what they're gonna produce yet. So I get it. But
yeah, I'm rising on Jaden Higgins.
Me too. Yeah. But Tyler, you honorable mention. You don't like him? You just honor him?
I think he had a knee injury last year, right?
Yeah. That's why. Yeah, he was out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. So then the week he came back, he was a wide receiver 46. Well,
I just don't like. I don't like the quarterback play with CJ Stroud. I don't think CJ Stroud is going to have a comeback year this year, or at least CJ Stroud is going to have a decent year, a decent fantasy year. But I'm just not sold on Nico because the quarterback play and also the Texans didn't really do anything about their offensive line. And then CJ Stroud was the most sacked quarterback last year, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. And last year they were 25th in pass touchdowns and just 22nd in offense. Um, so I just don't like the offense that Nico Collins is in right now. If he was on a different offense, he'd probably be in my top 10. But just because CJ Stroud is not the quarterback he was, and the fact that the Texans didn't really address their offensive line kind of makes me just hesitant on picking Nico Collins as my wide receiver one, just because you would like a wide receiver one, kind of like Drake London.
Yeah.
You know, like a wide receiver one on an okay team just doesn't feel right sometimes. It doesn't satisfy that wide receiver one itch sometimes, you know.
Who do you take at the turn between Nico Collins? You're forced to take Nico Collins or who we just talk about?
Drake London.
Yeah, Drake London.
I think I would take Drake London just because of Michael Penix. I think I have a lot of faith in Michael Penix. Even in the last stretch of the games last year, the last 3-4 games he was playing in, Drake London I feel like looked a lot better with Michael Penix in the game.
Yeah.
So if I have the choice of Nico Collins or Drake London, I think I'll take Drake London just because I think of the higher upside with quarterback play.
Yeah. Tim, did you have anything?
No, nothing beyond that. I think I agree with you, Tyler. I think I'm taking Drake London.
Yeah, both those picks aren't really like,
despite the fact that we just crapped on him.
Yeah,
for a couple minutes.
Yeah, we're like, like you guys we just crapped all over Drake London, but you'll still take him. Like, what are we doing here?
Just because we crap on them does not mean we will take them on our team if they're on the draft board.
You can still have a good opinion about something and turn around and like crap on it later. You don't care. So, yeah. All right. Moving on to number 11. Tyler's favorite player and Tim's teammate, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Marvin.
Me and Tim have him at 11. Tyler, you have him at 15. Wow. You must hate him because
I might be a little bit biased.
Did he burn you?
He did.
Oh, why? What happened? What happened?
I had him last year in the keeper league in the AFFAA league.
In our keeper league, yeah.
Are you keeping him?
Dude, I don't know because I want to keep Jaden Daniels, of course.
Of course.
And then I have JSN and Brock Bowers.
Oh.
And I have Derrick Henry and Devon Achane. So I don't know who to pick as my keepers. So,
well,
I just feel like Marvin Harrison was so hyped up last year.
Yeah.
And I believe the hype because Marvin Harrison, who is a legend, Marvin Harrison Jr. is not. So I think this year, yeah, hopefully. I think this year Marvin Harrison is going to have a little bit better year than he did last year. He was a wide receiver 29 last year, which is very low of what he was drafted. I think he was drafted in the first or second round. And so just drafting him first, second round in the keeper league definitely made me have to do some big moves, trades and stuff like that to better off my team. But I think this year, Marvin Harrison being in the offense the second year, Kyler Murray, even though we kind of crapped on him in our quarterback podcast. I think Marvin Harrison will have a little bit of a better year this year. I think he'll break. I want to say he'll break top 15 this year, but I'm not certain about that.
I'm
What the resident Cardinals fan.
yeah, I mean I'm clearly biased. So I'll openly admit that. Um, the rumors and the photos of him bulking up, I think are all positive signs. Had 116 targets last year. The Cardinals did absolutely nothing to add any sort of receivers on the team. Um, Obviously Trey McBride is still there, but 116 targets for Marvin Harrison, there's no way that doesn't go up. And one thing I think is really interesting is he only caught 62 of those, and the yards per target is lower than almost anybody else on our list at 7.6 yards per target. Now, that said, his yards per catch is 14.2 yards per catch, which is pretty high, like top 5 on our list. So I think it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see the way that the Cardinals use him, right? Can they increase that yards per target? He's obviously a great jump ball guy. Had 8 touchdowns last year. I think there's potential for more, right in that 12 to 15 range, if the offense can get him there. So that's the question. But I think that the breakout is a distinct possibility. Top 5, I could see. I could even see top 3.
Yeah, I could definitely see that too. Um, yeah, it kind of just depends on the quarterback play and how they run that offense. I think Marvin Harrison is either going to be top 20 or top 5.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be as low as last year under any
No,
circumstances.
no.
Yeah,
There
definitely better than last year.
there has to be like an act of God to make him be that low again. This like Kyler has to literally like be injured or just be incompetent to not do this again with him.
Both are possible.
But both are possible, yes. So
There was reports that if Marvin Harrison Jr. didn't break top 15, Marvin Harrison was going to disown him.
his own father. Ouch.
I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, it's. I mean, your dad is a Hall of Fame wide receiver. Like, it's a lot to live up to. But I did see that they did have the same almost exact stats their rookie year. So, and then Marvin Harrison Sr. is Marvin Harrison. So,
I mean, Marvin Harrison Sr. also had Peyton Manning.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But I think I do agree with you guys with that. I think he'll have a breakout season. I do think he'll be in the top. Like I do have him at 11, but I do think if he doesn't hit the 11, I do think he'll be in the top 15. Um, don't don't I don't know where he's going in drafts right now. I think it's maybe the 4th round he's going in, which is okay with me. But
Where would you draft Marvin Harrison Jr.?
where would I draft
if he was if he was on the Chiefs?
him? 2?
Oof.
It's a weird hypothetical, I know, but
It's very hypothetical. But if you have the best quarterback in the league and you have his talent, that's easily what Tyreek could have been. Like he got that Tyreek numbers. So
if Martin Harrison Jr. is on the Chiefs, he's easily top 10 in my rankings.
right,
cool.
Yeah. All right. Number 12 here is Puka Nakua. I have him at 5. Wow. Tyler, you have him at 12. Tim, you have him at 8. Should I explain why I have him at 5?
Yes, please.
He's Puka Nakua. I mean, give me a better receiver that yes, last year sucked because he had one, two, three, four, five, six missed games. Well, seven, no, five missed games. You don't count the bye week. But once he came back, he was wide receiver 13, had one bad week against Seattle, 80, 89, then 14, 5, 8, 21, 2, 21, 36, and then 12. Um, and that was on, you got 106 targets out of all that, missing 5 games. And
Well, he missed most of the first game too.
that too, yeah.
I'm acutely aware because he was
on your team.
my round 3 pick in the dynasty league startup last year. So that was pretty brutal.
Yeah, that does sound.
But that said, right? So he played what 2/3 of a season, maybe a little bit less than that.
Yeah.
Still put up almost 1,000 yards.
You know what? Did he only have 3 touchdowns?
Yes. He's a PPR monster.
Yeah.
He gets tons of targets. He
Now
catches almost all of them.
I think
And
I think the added addition of Devontae Adams helps his status more, because I do think it will take away from Puka's the coverage to Puka, so maybe he'll get even more. I think he'll get more touchdowns this year. Definitely more than 3. So
yeah. I mean, he only had 6 touchdowns the year before.
yeah,
But I mean, that's playing next to Cooper Kupp. That'll happen.
that'll happen.
And the Rams like to run in the red zone. You know, Kyron Williams is just an animal in the red zone.
Let's all remember that Devontae Adams is a little bit of a princess when it comes to targets.
Yeah.
It's
going to be interesting.
He is a princess when he comes to targets. So
it is going to be interesting with both of them on the team and how.
Because when Devontae doesn't get the ball, or at least attempts to get the ball, he throws a little fit here, I don't know. I might be speaking out of experience.
I mean, I don't think I feel like Devontae hasn't been on an offense like this because, he was on the Green Bay offense with Aaron Rodgers, but
he was on a great offense with Derek Carr,
Yeah, sure he was. But I think this
dude,
the offense that McVay runs is just so much more dynamic. So I think he'll be just fine, and I think he'll be in the. I think he'll be a top 5 receiver.
Interesting.
So
I'm just a little low on Puka just because Kyron Williams takes over in the red zone. And just the add of Devontae just being a target princess.
Yeah.
So that's just, I feel like that's the reason why I put Puka a little bit quite low on my rankings at number 12.
Yeah, that's the big wild card is Devontae, especially from a touchdown perspective.
Yeah,
I think it's probably my biggest worry with Devontae Adams. Not that Puka's had a ton of touchdowns in the past, and Devontae Adams had 8 touchdowns last year. We'll see. But again, there's that potential upside, right? If Puka can, score 8 touchdowns, I mean, you've got easily top 5.
Yeah, agreed. All right, on to
let's go.
Tyler's favorite player.
Let's go.
Say his name, Tyler. Scary Terry McLaurin. Tim, you got him at 14. I don't have him ranked. Tyler, you have him at
Whoa.
Number
Disgrace.
6.
Disgrace.
Hot take.
Scary Terry, number 6. In my rankings, at least.
I think he's going to be a bust this year.
Whoa, Joshua. Let me just explain to you why he won't be.
All right. Go ahead.
Scary Terry, receiver number 6 last year. I think just the add of Deebo Samuels, Jaden Daniels being the best quarterback in the league right now. I think Scary Terry's just. I think it's going to do it again. I think the Scary Terry and Jaden Daniels duo is going to be hot. Even with the add of Deebo Samuels getting the coverage somewhere else rather than on Scary Terry. I just think that duo is just going to be nice. It's going to be consistent. And I think Scary Terry's going to have a little bit more touchdowns this year. He only had a handful of touchdowns last year. I think he only had 13 touchdowns last year, so pretty good. But I think that number is going to shoot up just a couple this year.
Well, he's consistently the wide receiver 23. So
with bad quarterback play.
Yes, that is true. But I don't. The reason I don't have him ranked is just because I don't think he's going to repeat what he had last year. I don't think he's going to get 13. I think he's probably going to get 8, maybe less yards.
I have 2 words why Scary Terry is going to be top 5.
Why? 2. Okay.
2 words. 2 words.
Give it to me.
You ready?
Is it? Can I guess the first 2 letters in each one?
Jaden.
I knew it.
Jaden.
I knew it.
That is why.
Should we just buy you his jersey right now?
Please, that'd be nice.
Okay. Birthday present required. Go ahead.
The thing that I think is really interesting about Scary Terry is he did what he did last season on the second lowest target total of his career.
Yeah.
Right. 117 targets last year, caught 82 of them. That's a really good percentage. I definitely think the touchdowns are coming down, especially with Deebo on the team. Do I think they go back down to 4? No, but that has been his average, right? 2020 had 4, 5 the year after, 5 the year after, 4 the year after. Then it shot up to 13 last year. But even if you shave 5 off of that, that still would have been a career high for him.
Yeah.
I don't think 8 to 10 is out of the question for Terry. But I don't think I don't know. I don't think he increases his targets much, if at all, for next year.
No.
But if the touchdowns are there,
well,
he's still a wide receiver 1, in my opinion, right? Like I would Did
you take him over Drake London?
No.
Nico?
Ooh.
I might take him over Nico.
Ooh.
There we go. I like that.
Wow.
Scary Terry over Puka?
No. Puka.
No, I'd take Puka.
Dang.
Scary Terry over Lad McConkey?
Yes.
No.
I would.
Scary
Terry over Brian Thomas Jr.?
Tough one. I don't know.
Brian Thomas Jr. We're talking about a guy that we're talking about Scary Terry over, like, yes, he had a breakout season, but like if you look at his other seasons, he didn't have the best all the he didn't have any of the targets, he didn't even have the touchdowns. He had a bad quarterback play too. But you're really gonna take him over like Brian Thomas Jr., a guy that already proved it in year 1.
I got you. I 2 words. Jaden Daniels.
On that note, we're gonna end the podcast.
Oh man.
Try to find out where he's going in the draft.
Unreal.
If that's all you got for him, then this show's over. Terry McLaurin, he is going to the back of the 3rd round.
Great value.
All right.
Tyler, you'd feel comfortable with him as your 1?
Yeah. Oh, that's yeah. Are you gonna? Is this like? Would you say you went running back heavy in the first 2 rounds, and this was your 1 receiver? Are you okay with that?
Yeah, if I get Scary Terry as my wide receiver 1, I'm definitely targeting Jaden Daniels as my quarterback for sure.
Good to know.
Good stat. I will have to say, I do have to say, Tyler did predict Jaden Daniels, Scary Terry, a good stack duo last year.
I made that play last year. It was fantastic.
You were right. So
yes, and I'm standing behind it again this year.
All right.
No one believed me last year, and no one's going to believe me this year. I'm standing behind it.
All right. On to our last two. AJ Brown's number 14. Tim, you have him at 13. I have him at 10. And Tyler, you have him at 14. I'm the highest on him. He is going in the back of the second round. No, sorry, beginning of the second round. AJ Brown is just him. He demands targets. Last year, I think I say didn't miss many games. No, wrong.
He missed 4 games to start the season.
But with that, he did have 97 targets, 1,079 yards, and 7 touchdowns. I think the touchdowns will go up this year for him.
The yardage will too, by at least a few hundred.
At least, yeah. So, I would be happy with him as my one, regardless what you think of him and where he goes. I would take him as my one, especially if I'm running back, and then come back with him. I'm happy with that.
He's a high floor, high ceiling guy, right? You can get spike weeks. He can win you a week.
He can lose you.
Rarely lets you down.
Yeah.
From a week standpoint. The thing that was really crazy that stood out to me from a stat standpoint was his yards per catch last year, 16.1 yards per catch, which is really, really elite.
Yeah.
So that's a great number. Not quite as high as 2022 AJ Brown, which was 17 yards per catch, which is insane. But he's a big play guy. He's a big bodied guy, and you pretty much can't go wrong. Yeah. Where's he going in drafts?
Second, middle of the second.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with him there.
Yeah, for sure.
205.
Yeah, I like him there.
Tyler?
I like him as wide receiver one. I think he'd be a little bit higher if he didn't burn me last year in the first 4 weeks that he was gone. And I really think that push really brings down his stock.
I mean, yeah, that definitely brings down a lot of.
Just because he doesn't get that much targets in the red zone anymore, because once they get close, they're just going to push it all the way to a touchdown, and
he's not going to get those end zone corner fades.
Exactly. So that's kind of like my only knock on AJ Brown, but AJ Brown's a great wide receiver one. Great team, great offense.
All right. And rounding out our top 15 is
good old reliable.
Good old reliable, the man, the myth, the legend, Mike Evans. I have him at 14. Tyler got 13. Tim, you have at 16. I'm ranked in the top 15. I've never had a share of Mike Evans, but every time I try to trade for him, everyone tells me no freaking way. And then I watch as I'm playing the person that has him, just watch him go ham. So it's interesting that I don't know how much longer he can contain this consistency that he has. He is 31. I don't know when the wheels are going to fall off of him. So
I think this might be the last year of like Mike Evans being
Mike Evans.
Top 10, top 15, because he's so consistent. I love every year I try to target Mike Evans, and I've had a lot of seasons with him, and he's just so amazing to have on your team.
did miss 3 games last season. He wasn't that consistent last season. So it's hard to say if the wheels are falling off, if it's happening right now, or is it going to happen next year during the season. So
Hopefully next year.
I would still take him wherever he's going. I would still take him, regardless.
Yeah.
He's end of the 3rd round.
Mike Evans or Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Oh, well, they are going back to back in rounds. So it's take your pick.
I would make the same mistake that I've made for the past decade and not pick Mike Evans.
And then regret it.
Yep. He's got 105 freaking career touchdowns. I mean, it's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. And I mean, he's played with Tom Brady. He's played with Baker. Now Baker's back. I do think there'll be a little regression in this offense because I don't know what the offense is going to look like with the Buccaneers now, with their offense coordinator gone. So, yeah.
He's going to pass Tony Gonzalez for 8th all-time in receiving touchdowns this year.
God.
Nice.
That is crazy.
Good for him.
Tyler, did you have anything else, or?
No, that's it for me.
All right.
Don't feel comfortable drafting Mike Evans. Take it from somebody who's been allergic to him for some godforsaken reason.
Would you be okay if he was your one? If I
went 0 RB,
you went 0 RB. Would you be okay?
I would be ecstatic with Mike Evans as my one.
Yeah,
especially in a PPR too. I would. Yeah. That's the question I want to ask. We have a few honorable mentions. DK. I think DK is going to have a good season, and I'm not saying that because I'm a Steeler fan. I'm saying that because DK proven that he could be a one. Did get hurt last year in 2 games, but then he didn't have a great end of the season. But I do believe DK could be in the top 10.
Aaron Rodgers jokes aside,
yes,
I don't disagree with you. Like, the opportunity for being a target monster is the best he's had in his career.
Yeah, and this is it's only him.
Yeah,
there's no one else. So it's really like on him to it's really on Aaron Rodgers to get him the ball. But
how's Pittsburgh's O-line?
They're okay. Meh. As long as Rodgers can do his quick little wrist flick passing to him, I don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter right now. All right. I think I'm in acceptance now of my team. So. Or the 12 steps, Tim?
I don't. Well, no, 12 steps for
not 12
alcoholism.
Steps. What is it?
Like the 6 phases of grief or something.
6 phases of grief. So, also
5.
I think it's 5.
Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance.
I think I'm bargaining right now.
Yes.
Tyler, do you have anything about DK? Are you? Yes, no.
No, that's good for me. I agree with you guys. I think it's a decent wide receiver 1, good wide receiver 2.
He's going at he's a 504, wide receiver 12.
I think for a 5th round pick, DK, that's
oh
great.
yeah,
it's pretty good. Then we have T. Higgins. T. Higgins right now is being drafted at the 303. Some rankings, he's the wide receiver 12. Some rankings right now. So
that's a little high for T. Higgins, especially with Jamar Chase on the other side. I think T. Higgins will be a great flex, maybe a good wide receiver 2. But I think I'll take T. Higgins at my flex rather than my wide receiver 2.
you take Higgins or Drake London?
I take Drake London.
Same.
Okay.
He's only played 17 games one time in his career, T. Higgins. So he's going to miss games. Did have a career high in touchdowns last year, despite only playing 12 games.
Here's one.
I mean, yeah, I would be happy with him as my wide receiver too. You always want a piece of Cincinnati's passing game.
One more. T. Higgins or Garrett Wilson. They're going back to back.
Ah,
Well, yeah.
neither. Jeez.
I'd probably take T. Higgins.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take T. Higgins over Garrett Wilson.
Speaking of Garrett Wilson, how are we feeling about Garrett Wilson?
Do not pick him.
The Jets. The Jets offense.
Yeah, I don't want any piece of the Jets offense.
Tyler has spoken. 0 Jets.
Yeah, 0 Jets on
Yeah.
my.
I'm in the same boat with the 0 Jets. There's just too much to worry about on a week-to-week basis. Like Garrett Wilson's awesome. He's another guy that would be fantastic on a better team.
Yeah.
He's never missed a game. He's a good receiver. Like I don't think we've seen the best version of Garrett Wilson yet. And I don't think we will this season either.
He has his quarterback, Justin Fields. They won national championships together. So
Yeah, I don't.
no, not feeling
His production might go up a little bit with Justin Fields and a familiarity with there, but I don't know. I'm not sold on Garrett Wilson.
Right. And then the last honorable mention is Tyreek Hill.
Jeez.
He is going in the 303. He's going out the word 303 right now.
I think that's still high for a little Tyreek Hill.
Feels high. I think he's. I don't know. It's hard. It's so hard. The Miami's offense is just so unpredictable. Once it's Tua's health that runs this offense, and if Tua's out, then it's a bust for me.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I would. All right, T. Higgins or Tyreek?
T. Higgins.
Yep, me too.
Tyreek or Garrett?
Ooh. God.
Then
That one's tough. That one's tough, to be honest.
Then I'll do Tyreek or DK.
DK.
Yeah, DK.
I think I'll take Tyreek Hill over Garrett Wilson.
You'll do Tyreek over Garrett?
Yeah.
You would take the upside of that? I just.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, that's a tough decision for me. I couldn't. Yeah.
I'm worried about Tyreek. Stats were in decline last year, and I can't tell if it was. I don't think he's washed by any means. Like all reports are that he's looked really good in OTAs.
Yeah.
But again, that's OTAs, right? But his targets were down by almost 50 last year.
Yeah.
Right. 171 targets in 2023, down to 123 next year. His touchdowns are also down. And again, a lot of this has to do with the inconsistency at QB, the emergence of Devon Achane, right? Yeah. Who actually is a pretty similar type of player to Tyreek. Obviously not as good of a, downfield receiver or route runner, but from a speed standpoint and a build standpoint, to be honest, fairly similar.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe we see a bounce back. I mean, Tyreek was consistently wide receiver 1 or 2 for like 6 years, except for 2019.
All right. I want to ask one more question with the rookie wide receivers out of the I'll give you just the top. I'll give you the top 6 names. T-Mac, Travis Hunter, Mbuka, Golden, Higgins, and then Harris. Out of those 6, who do you think will have a good rookie season for receivers?
I think Mbuka on the Buccaneers will be, I think, better than what people expect.
I'm gonna go T-Mac.
Yep.
Opportunities there. Again, I'm biased.
We sure
For
not
sure.
being a homer here.
Oh, I'm totally being a homer. But like I've watched him
Yeah,
a lot,
I've watched.
and he's really stinking good. I think he just doesn't quite get enough separation, and maybe that's something that will come with
Time.
NFL experience, training, and like better route running.
Yeah.
But his catch radius is insane. He'll make unbelievable catches. He's got super sure hands. Like he's going to catch a lot of balls. Maybe he doesn't score a ton of touchdowns in the first season, but he should be the number 1 target in that offense. And I could see. I don't think he'll hit that Brian Thomas Jr. ceiling, but I could see him landing between Marvin Harrison Jr.'s rookie season and
I could definitely see
Brian Thomas.
I definitely could see him having maybe not a great start to the beginning, but towards the back half of the season, I could definitely see him like emerging, coming through, like most rookie wide receivers do.
Yeah, 1,000 yards and 6 or 7 touchdowns, maybe.
Yep, I agree.
I'm gonna take Travis Hunter.
Ooh.
I think when I watched him play at Colorado, it's amazing what he does, and the fact that he played both ways, and the fact that he was, I think he was like a runner-up for the receiving trophy in college football or something like that. The fact that he almost won that, it just proves that I think he'll do great in this offense. Opposite of Brian Thomas Jr. If he's not opposite, maybe in the slot. I just hope they use him correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a player you can be super creative with.
Yeah.
Right? Jet sweeps, end arounds, all sorts of stuff.
All right. Well, that is our top 15 wide receiver rankings, everyone. We appreciate you all for supporting us. Thank you again for listening, and make sure you like and subscribe to the podcast.
Deserve.
And
follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. We'll see you guys next time.